Hello everybody, it is Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video I'll be giving you a quick look at the CandyShell grip by Speck products for the iPhone 5. So this is a pretty good case. I've had my eye on this one ever since it came out for the iPhone 5. I was just a little bit hesitant to pick it up. No, Speck did not send this over to me for review because they are impossible to get anything from. But if you are interested in this, you could pick it up for about $35 from speckproducts.com. And of course, you could get this for a bit cheaper from various websites. I went ahead and picked this up from eBay for $15. And I think I can say that I think that this particular case could be a counterfeit. I don't know, but the reason I say that is that the quality of the silicone and some of the cuts don't seem perfect, but for 15 bucks, I'm really happy with this case. So here is the retail packaging, exactly what you would see at a store like Best Buy or an AT&T store perhaps. Inside you do get this little pamphlet, and on it, I have no idea what it says. Let's go ahead and take a look. A limited warranty informational thing. And here's the case itself. So the CandyShell has been known for giving you dual layers of protection. Both layers are molded together, so you have this polycarbonate layer as well as silicone built into that. So this does give you a bit of shock protection, and overall, I think it looks good. And obviously the name of the case is CandyShell Grip, and thanks to the silicone along the sides as well as the back, you get a lot of grip when using this case. In terms of design, I think it looks good, and because of the edges, they are a bit curved, so the case feels much nicer to hold in your hand than just the phone itself, because the iPhone obviously is pretty much square around the sides. This is a little bit rounded, so it feels much more comfortable to hold in your hand. In terms of the color options, several of them are available. I wanted to get the white and black one because it's just more neutral, I'd like to say. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the case before we put the iPhone in it. On the left side, you do have a fairly generous cutout for your silent switch. You do have two silicone nubs for your volume up and down. At the bottom, you have a pretty generous sized cutout for your 3.5mm headset jack, and like with most cases, if you have a large plug, you might have issues with this. You do have perforated cutouts for your speaker and your microphone, and you do have a fairly large cutout for your lightning port. Nothing on the right side. At the top you have a silicone button for your power button. On the back you have a pill-shaped cutout for your camera. Looks nice. You have a Speck logo on the back. Now depending on which color you get, the plastic or polycarbonate backing will be able to be scratched, and you should be able to notice it. Although I believe that with the white one, it's probably the least noticeable of the color options that they have. On the inside, we do have silicone, and this is where sort of the quality issues come into play, because there's this little area here, and the silicone just doesn't look smooth or built with quality in mind or anything like that, but the case works just fine. So installing it, I usually start button side first, insert that side of the phone into the case, and just pop the rest of the case up and around the phone. And make sure that the silicone is up and over your phone's display as well. And then you should be good to go. So there's a very small lay on the table design with this case, so you are able to lay your phone display down onto a table without your display actually touching it. Although if you have a screen protector installed, as I obviously do, then you won't really need to worry about that. In terms of the button feedback, they do feel a little bit mushy, but you could definitely feel them click. Power button is a little more clickable than the volume buttons though. I'm not really sure what else to really say about this case. It works really well. It looks fantastic on the black iPhone 5. I really like the black and white color scheme going on. The case is obviously comfortable to hold in the hand, and of course, thanks to the silicone along the sides and the back, you get a high amount of grip when you're holding this in your hand. Sometimes when you take it out of your pocket, it's a little bit difficult because of so much silicone being there, but I think that the pros definitely outweigh the cons in this particular case, and I think it's just fantastic. The one thing that I do not like is how the silicone along the front of the device doesn't really come up and over the display as much as it really should, so there's not really as much of a lip as I would have liked. But everything else about, oh, and the black silicone can definitely get a bit dirty at times, so it looks kind of nasty from time to time, but it's definitely easy to clean off, and after a while you just sort of forget about that, so it's not too big of a deal. So that was my quick look at the Speck CandyShell grip for the iPhone 5. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that is it with this video, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.